Abu Ja'far Harun ibn Muhammad al-Mutazim, better known by his regnal name Al-Wathiq, was an Abbasid caliph who reigned from 842 until 847 AD. Biography. He succeeded his father Al-Mutazim, being hailed caliph on the day his father died, December 26, 841. Al-Wathiq was the son of the Byzantine Greek concubine Neratus. She accompanied Al-Wathiq's brother Ja'far ibn al-Mutazim on the pilgrimage in A.H. 227. However, she died on the way on August 16, 842. She was buried in Kufa in A.H. 229. Al-Wathiq, remembering Harun al-Rashid's handling of the powerful Barmakids, arrested some of his prominent officials. These were tortured to encourage them to surrender funds they allegedly misappropriated. In A.H. 230, Al-Wathiq sent one of his Turkish generals, Bagher al-Kabir, to handle lawlessness in Arabia. A rampant tribe had defeated and killed the forces of Hamad ibn Ja'far al-Tabari. Bagher al-Kabir promptly brought order there, arresting a good number of miscreants. The next year, when Bagher was quelling disturbances elsewhere in Arabia, these prisoners attempted to escape. They were prevented and killed. In A.H. 231, Al-Wathiq secured an exchange of captives with the Byzantines. Al-Tabari records that 4,362 Muslims were reported freed in this exchange. This was the first time there was such a prisoner exchange since A.H. 194 or 195 in Al-Aman's reign. The same year there was a planned rebellion in Baghdad centered on Ahmad ibn Nasr ibn Malik. The uprising was scheduled for the night of April 4, 846. However, those who were supposed to sound the signal to rise did so a day early. There was no response. Authorities intervened. Ahmad ibn Nasr was arrested and brought before Al-Wathiq. The caliph interrogated him, though more on approved religious belief than on scheming rebellion. Al-Wathiq, using a famous sword, personally joined in the execution. The same year there was a break-in at the palace treasury in Samarra. Thieves made off with 42,000 dirhams and a small amount of dinars. Security chief Yazid al-Huwani was tireless in his pursuit of them. They were caught. In A.H. 232, Al-Wathiq sent Bagher al-Kabir to stop the depredations of the Banu Namir. In Al-Yamamah on February 4, 847, he fought a major engagement against them. At first he was hard-pressed. Then some troops he had out raiding returned, fell upon the forces attacking Bagher and completely routed them. Al-Wathiq showed an interest in learning similar to that of his father. Thus he was a great patron of scholars, as well as artists. He was renowned for his own musical talents, and is reputed to have composed over 100 songs. During his reign, a number of revolts broke out, the largest ones in Syria and Palestine. These revolts were the result of an increasingly large gap between Arab populations and the Turkish armies that had been formed by Wathiq's father, Al-Mutazim. The revolts were put down, but antagonism between the two groups continued to widen, with the Turkish forces gaining power. Al-Wathiq died on August 10, 847 of high fever. He was succeeded by his half-brother Al-Mutawakkil. Assessment. Al-Tabari records that Al-Wathiq was of medium height, handsome and well-built. He was fair with a ruddy complexion. His left eye was paralyzed. A heavily fictionalized version of Al-Wathiq appears in William Beckford's classic 18th-century Gothic fantasy novel Wathiq.